thrilled to be here. You guys having a good time? Woo! So glad. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I was talking to my teenage niece a few years ago, and she said, we're talking about what she wanted to be when she was older. And I said to her, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And she gave me her answer, and I was super pumped up, right? I was like, oh, you want to be a VP? That's awesome. So a VP of what kind of company? Like a tech company or a fashion company? She said, no. I want to be a VIP. And so I was like, oh, okay, let's talk about this, because I didn't really know what that meant. And at the end of the day, she said, I want to have a lot of money. I want to be important. I want to be successful. So I walked away because I was a little speechless. But if I had a time machine and I could go back to that moment with my niece, I would tell her 5 things that would give her everything that she wanted. 5 things about money that whether you are 12, whether you are 20, whether you're 75, these 5 things are going to help you be successful. So, number 1, money is about choices. So one of my very first jobs was working at Taco Bell. I poured meat out of a bag, I chopped tomatoes, I scrubbed the floors, I washed all the fryers, and whenever I wanted to buy something, I thought, how many hours do I have to work to get this thing? And so I had to make choices. So let's play a choice game. Would I work for 1 hour to get a drink? Okay, so personally, I was like, 1 hour scrubbing floors, no. What about this? 20 bucks, it's on sale. I have 20 bucks in my wallet right now. Okay, maybe. And when I was your age, I was kind of goth, so I really like this color. Or if I just wait and I save money and get to 150 bucks, I could get a concert. I could get the concert of my choice. So, hands up, who would have bought the dress? Okay, yes, all right. Hands up, who would have waited to buy the concert tickets? Oh, music fans in the house. You're going to be treated to a musical performance after this, so. Okay, whether you said the dress or whether you said the concert tickets, there is no right or wrong answer. It's just about choice. Whatever you choose. Money gives you opportunities to get the things you want in life. You just have to decide what you want, because you can have it all, just not all at the same time, right? So, number 2, you need to save money for later. When we talk about success, we talk a lot about making money and spending money. We don't talk a lot about keeping it. Do you know professional athletes make millions of dollars, but after they retire, 8 out of 10 of them are broke. They're broke. So good at making money, not so good at keeping it. So I am going to share with you 3 words that will set you apart from those athletes and from everybody else. Pay yourself first. What does that mean? That means that if your aunt gives you 20 bucks for your birthday, you're going to put aside $4 or $5 right away. Yeah, spend the rest, but put aside money right away for later. That means if you get your first job, if you get an allowance, before you pay a store for that dress that I would have worn, before you pay a restaurant for coffee, you will pay the most important person. I know I'm pointing at me, but I really mean you. You will pay yourself, because you never know when you're going to need that money in the future. What if your phone breaks? What if you want to go to a concert? What if somebody needs help and you want to help them? Number 3, borrow wisely. We all want things, and you are going to run into a lot of stuff that you want to get, but you won't have the money for it. So you have 2 choices. 1, you save the money and you buy it later. Or 2, you borrow the money. There's a 3rd choice, but it involves illegal activity and crime. We're not going to go there. But number 3 is borrow wisely. So name some things, shout out some things that we borrow money to buy. houses, clothes, vacations, school. Yes. Thank you. So, some of the things you shouted out, like money to buy school, money for tuition, money to buy houses, those can be good things because money will help you get more money in the future, like when you get a job. Some of those other things we shouted out, like shoes and purses. If you don't have the money to buy something now and you need to borrow the money, truth, girls, truth, means we probably don't have the money right now. You can't afford whatever it is that you're borrowing money for. Because one day you'll have a credit card and that means you'll be borrowing money from the bank. So if you can't pay something back within a month on your credit card, or if you're borrowing from your mom and you have no idea how you're going to pay her back, it means you probably shouldn't be doing it. Number 4, I know we're talking a lot about money, but money isn't everything. So who thinks that money will make you happier? No! Okay, well, let's have a discussion about it. Wait, yes, I heard. Well, according to some research, more money does make you happier. To a certain point. You need food, right? You need somewhere to live. After that, more money doesn't necessarily make you happier. We all think that once we have lots of money and we have fancy clothes that we're going to be super duper happy. But the truth is, lots of people, no matter who you are, you're going to have struggles. You are going to run into challenges. And even if you are rich, even if you are famous, that doesn't mean that your life is going to be perfect bliss, right? In fact, most things in life that make us happy are simple things, like being with our friends and being kind and finding meaningful work. So remember, life is about money. Life is not always about money. So finally, the last thing I would say is life is not a contest. Let's pretend that your neighbor won the lottery, okay? And she's buying all these clothes and buying all these shoes and a new car and a new TV. Would this make you guys also go out and buy stuff too? No? Right? Because that's silly. That would be ridiculous. But according to one study, people who live beside lottery winners do spend more money. They spend so much money that they go broke. That's weird, right? Because you compare. You look at social media and you see what other people are doing and you think, I should be doing that too. We compare, we copy, we compete. But remember, things that you see on the internet are not always true. You can rent a jet just to take Instagram photos. You can borrow all this money and buy all the clothes for Snapchat, different outfit every day, but you are in debt. So remember, the only person you should compare yourself to is yourself from yesterday. And whenever you think, that girl has more than me, that girl has more money, more stuff, quickly think of 3 things that you have and that you feel grateful for. Friends, yes. So many things. I love this exercise. I'm grateful to be here with you today. So if I could go back to that moment with my niece, and when she told me she wanted to be a VIP, I would say, you will be successful. Just make smart choices, save your money for later, borrow wisely, remember that money isn't everything, and don't please compare yourself to other people. You are already a VIP. You're already worthy, and no amount of money, nothing you buy will change that. You, every single one of you in this room, were worthy the day that you were born. Thank you.